Saturday Social, brought to you by EA Sports FC with PlayStation 5.
This is Ask Jota. We put the call out to all of you viewers to ask Diogo Jota any questions you want. And Diogo, we had absolute thousands of them. I've gone through them all, whittled them down, and I've got some of the best ones here.
Let's go for it.
Let's go for it. First one, have you always been a natural finisher, or is it something you worked hard on in the past?
I think I always had the tendency to score some goals, and I started as a midfielder, and because I always score some goals, I went further and further up the pitch, and now I'm a striker.
And now you're a striker. Any of those midfield skills come into being a striker, do you think?
No, just the way I press, maybe. It's actually, I think, the defensive bit that stuck with me from those days.
This one might be a tough one because there's been plenty of them. Do you have a favourite goal that you've scored?
No, not really. I love them all. I love to score goals. Yeah, I cannot pick one. I don't score a lot of screamers. I just score goals. That's important. So, yeah, I love them all.
Who has been your best friend in the Liverpool squad?
Nowadays, I would say Quiv. We have been a few departing the team, and now I'll say Quiv. We have a game, we play each other, we do the quiz that is on the matchday program against each other.
Okay.
So it's a good way to start the matchday action.
I like that. Right, next one. This one came in abundance. Lots of fans wanted to know, how did Klopp tell the players he was leaving?
We had a meeting. No one was expecting, I think. A lot of people say that already, and he just told us he was leaving.
How did all the players react to that news yourself?
Yeah, I was a bit in shock. I was not expecting, and I think the general mood was like a bit of silence. Everyone was trying to figure out the best way to react to those news.
What is your fondest memory of Jurgen Klopp?
It's actually the first day we met, because we had a Zoom call before I signed, but the first time I met him and I felt his presence, I think, is one of his main characteristics, the way you can feel him only with his presence.
The big hugs as well. It feels like players really warm to him. And also like that relationship that he cares for you as well.
Yeah, he does. He does. Everyone can feel it, you know. Even I came to sign with my girlfriend, my fiance now, and the way details he speak to her, and even she felt that, and I think is that, you know, he does really care about stuff.
What's the best piece of advice Klopp has ever gave you?
As well, maybe I'll go for when I first came. He said, I don't want you to sit on the bench. I want you to challenge for those spots up front. That was probably the best trio in the world at that moment when I signed. So that one was key.
How big was that challenge for yourself? Was that something that you were looking forward to doing?
Yeah, yeah, I was. I believed myself. Manager believed and told me what I expected, and it was a tough challenge, but I think I did well, and for the team it was good as well to have that options up front, let's say like that.
Next question. If you could give younger Diogo one piece of personal advice and one piece of football advice, what would it be?
Personal advice, I think, always believe in him. And football advice, score more goals.
That's a good one to give to yourself.
Yeah.
Next question. Who is the toughest player you've ever played against?
People love that question, isn't it?
Yeah, they do.
And it's not like I have a ranking on my head, but maybe Thiago Silva is one of, I can remember. I think he's very smart, and it's hard to get past him, so I'll say him.
Another question that people love to ask as well. Who is the most technically gifted player you've ever played with?
Thiago Alcantara.
Your face lit up then as well.
Yeah, I think obviously Liverpool is I could have said Bernardo Silva now that I think in national team, but Thiago is a good shout. Thiago is a good shout. I don't think I need to explain much. It's technically gifted. It looks like, at least.
Is there anything from his game that you wish you could steal from him?
Nah, I would say no. I'll stick to my own stuff. He's obviously a world-class player, but he plays in a very different role than mine. So maybe the way he controls, we call it orientation with the control. I don't know how to say in English better than this.
Next question, if you could pick one Liverpool legend from the past to play alongside, who would it be?
Fernando Torres. A lot of people when I grew up, they would say that I was like similar to him in some ways. And I did that opportunity to play one game with him, and it was not an idol, but it was like a big reference for me. And yeah, I would love to play up front with him for Liverpool.
Prime Torres and yourself, how many goals are you scoring a season?
He could have scored 30, I scored 15, 45.
Okay. I'll take that, all right, okay, nice. Next question, if you weren't a footballer, what do you think you'd be doing?
Probably esports player.
I knew you were going to say that. Do you think you could play professionally, esports?
Yeah.
Yeah? Best in the world, do you think you could take them on?
Best in the world, no, but the second tier, yes.
I've seen you playing,
Yeah,
I've
second
seen
tier,
your
yes.
skills. Best player that you've packed so far this year?
Mo Salah, honorable mention for Team of the Year.
I am
It was
very
2 days ago.
Oh, wow,
I think he's,
I'm very jealous. All right, I'm very jealous of that one. Next question, what do you think of Portugal's chances in Euro 2024?
I think we have a chance. I can't quantify that, but we've been outstanding so far. We have a new coach, you know, it's like everything is new, things are going very well, and who knows?
What has been the hardest obstacle you've had to overcome in your career?
Yeah, when I was going to first sign my professional contract with Passos Ferreira, is now actually in the second division in Portugal, but back then it was in the first. One of the exams that I did pre-season, to my heart, it was like a bit required further investigation, but the club didn't really have the funds to it, you know, if you know what I mean, to do it. And it was a tough moment where they actually said to me, maybe you need to stop playing. And that was hard to take at that moment, but fortunately everything was fine after that. But that days were maybe the hardest I ever had. Yeah.
And here you are, playing at Liverpool in the Premier League. And final question, we actually got a special question last week from a Mr. J. Carragher from Bootle. He wanted to know what you thought of him saying that you were the best finisher Liverpool has had in the Premier League era.
I think a bit over the edge.
I mean, Liverpool's had some great finishers this year. You don't agree?
No, I trust me, but the names I've been then linked with, I think they were better than me, that's all.
Okay, you're very humble. I like that. Jamie Carragher, he thought you were the best finisher. I'm sure plenty of people will think it as well. Diogo, it's been a pleasure to talk to you. Thank you for answering all the fans' questions. Nice one.
Thank you.
Cheers.